Today is 20th August 2025, Wednesday. I am Pampa Kuchlan here, a member of Hosla, a senior citizen care startup organization, reading news from Hosla Radio. Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta attacked during public event. Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta was attacked by a man during a Jan Sunai public hearing at her residence on Wednesday morning, police said. According to Delhi BJP President Virendra Sachdeva, the Chief Minister suffered a light blow to the head. As per initial probe, the accused identified himself as Rajesh Bhai Khimji Bhai Sakaria, 42, a resident of Rajkot, the police said. Commissioner of Police S.B.K. Singh has headed to the CM's residence in civil lines. The police are analyzing the CCTV footage to understand the sequence of events. A senior Delhi police officer said that the detainee is being interrogated to understand the motive behind the attack. Mr. Sachdeva, Delhi BJP President, met the Chief Minister after the incident and said that doctors have examined her and she is doing well. Russia slams unjustified Trump sanctions on oil. August 20, 2025. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Russian President Vladimir Putin are set to meet in New Delhi before the year ends, according to a Russian embassy official in India on Wednesday. The exact dates are still being worked out. The announcement comes as Russia aims to strengthen trade ties with India by improving payment systems and removing trade barriers. Russia's embassy in India slammed US President Donald Trump's 25% additional tariffs on India for its procurement of Russian crude oil. According to Reuters report, the Russian embassy said if Indian good cannot go to US market, they can head to Russia. The embassy also called US sanctions on India as double standards, adding that the pressure on India to not buy Russian crude oil was unjustified. PM, CM ministers to go if held for 30 days for grave offences. 3 bills today. In a move aimed to decriminalize politics, the government will on Wednesday introduce a landmark constitution amendment bill to pave the way for removal of Prime Minister, Union Minister, Chief Ministers and State Ministers if arrested and detained for 30 consecutive days for any offence punishable with 5-year imprisonment or more. The Constitution 130th Amendment Bill 2025 seeks to amend Article 75, 164 and 239AA of the Constitution for proving a legal framework to remove the PM or a minister in the Union Council of Ministers and Chief Minister or a minister in the states and the National Capital Territory of Delhi. The amendments come in the backdrop of former Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal refusing to resign despite his arrest and incarceration at Tihar jail for months in the Delhi excise policy scam. A copy of the bill has been seen by the Tribune. The bills will be referred to a joint committee of Parliament for wider scrutiny. Chinese and Indian forest ministers meet. Chinese and Foreign Ministers Wang Yi on Monday met his Indian counterpart S. Jaishankar and stated that both nations should expand cooperation amid overwhelming bullying and severe challenges to free trade, reported Bloomberg, citing a statement of Foreign Ministry in Beijing. The statement added that India and China should expand cooperation and provide certainty for the world. It comes amid Donald Trump's 25% additional tariff threat against India for purchasing Russian crude oil. Jaishankar, on the other hand, said both neighbors want better relations, the latest sign of a thaw between the Asian rivals as they push to normalize relations. Wang Yi, who is visiting India for the first time in 3 years, will also meet India's National Security Advisor Ajit Doval to discuss the two countries' border dispute before calling on Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday. Trump has slapped tariffs of 50% over New Delhi's purchases of Russian oil, a level that would decimate many Indian exporters. The new import tax will come into effect from August 27. Sudarshan Reddy, former Supreme Court judge, is opposition's pick for vice president election. India bloc has decided to commonly field retired Supreme Court Judge B. Sudarshan Reddy as the candidate for upcoming vice president elections. The decision was taken unanimously, Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge said in a press conference on Tuesday. Leaders belonging to India bloc too took part in the press conference held in New Delhi. India's bloc decision comes 2 days after the ruling NDA fielded Maharashtra Governor C.P. Radhakrishnan for the elections. Trump interrupts talks with European leaders to call Putin. US President Donald Trump interrupted a high-stakes White House meeting with European leaders on Monday to place a call to Russian President Vladimir Putin and European Union diplomat told Reuters. The interruption occurred as Trump hosted Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky alongside the leaders of Germany, Britain, France, Italy, Finland, and European Union and the Secretary General of NATO. Germany's Bild newspaper first reported the interruption. Trump aims for trilateral talks with US, Ukraine, Russia. Meeting included Zelensky and European leaders. Europe seeks security guarantees for Ukraine. Coming to next, DMK proposed ISRO scientist's name for vice president post. The Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam has decided not to back C.P. Radhakrishnan, the vice president nominee of the National Democratic Alliance. A DMK leader speaking to TNM said the party has proposed the name of Indian Space Research Organization scientist Mailswamy Annadurai to counter the nomination of C.P. Radhakrishnan. But there was no consensus. A few allies did not accept the proposal, the leader said. Earlier, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh had spoken to Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin seeking his support for C.P. Radhakrishnan. Mumbai monorail with 400 passengers breaks down amid heavy rain. Mumbai, a monorail train broke down in Mumbai in this evening, 19th August, amid heavy rain, stranding 100 passengers for more than 2 hours. The monorail rake, which runs on an elevated track, got stuck due to minor power supply issue, said the Mumbai Metropolitan Region Development Authority. Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Eknath Shinde said that a section of the train got tilted due to overcrowding. Due to closure of the harbour line, many passengers were diverted towards the monorail. Due to the overcrowding, it tilted and there was also a power failure, he told. Several visuals showed scared passengers trying to break open the windows of the train before the fire brigade officials began the rescue operation. Urging people not to worry, Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis assured that all passengers will be safely evacuated. He said that an inquiry will also be conducted into the incident. This comes as the city has been hit by rain for the last 2 days, disrupting normal life. The heavy downpour flooded streets, stranded commuters and vehicles struggling to navigate the inundated roads. The situation highlighted the financial capital's annual challenge in dealing with the monsoon rains. Indian police exhume human remains in mass burial investigation. Bengaluru, August 19. Indian police have exhumed human remains in a temple town in the country's south, officials said, as a part of an investigation into allegations that hundreds of murder and rape victims were secretly buried there from around the mid-1990s. The probe centers on Dharmasthala, home to an 800-year-old temple dedicated to the Hindu god Shiva in the state of Karnataka and is drawing headlines in media nationwide. A former cleaner at the temple told police last month that he had been forced by superiors to dispose 800 bodies over 2 decades, many of them women and girls showing signs of sexual assault. His allegations were made in a police complaint dated July 4 and seen by Reuters. The man whose identity authorities have withheld for safety reasons fled Dharmasthala in 2014 but said he was compelled to speak out now because of lingering guilt. A special investigation team formed by the Karnataka government has so far recovered human remains from 2 of the 16 suspected burial sites, according to 2 senior officials with the probe. The revelations have revived interest in older unresolved cases. Karnataka minister says forensic analysis is underway. Shubhangshu Shukla meets PM Modi, gives tricolor he carried into space. New Delhi. A momentous meeting took place in the capital on 18th August 2025 as Group Captain Shubhangshu Shukla, India's pioneering astronaut and Indian Air Force test pilot, met Prime Minister Narendra Modi at his official residence. In a gesture laden with patriotic pride, Shukla presented the Prime Minister with the Indian national flag he personally carried to the International Space Station during his historic AX-4 mission, symbolizing the nation's leap into a new era of human spaceflight. Recent prehistoric news. Fossils of massive prehistoric snake Basuki indicus, one of the largest snakes that ever lived, were found in a lignite mine in Gujarat, India. This snake, which lived around 47 million years ago, could have been between 10 and 15 meters long. Now, interesting news about acacia plant. Acacia trees, well known as babla, can communicate with each other. When a giraffe starts eating an acacia tree's leaves, the tree releases ethylene gas as a warning signal. This gas prompts neighboring acacia trees to produce tannins, which make their leaves bitter and unpalatable, thus deterring the giraffe from continuing to feed on them. Giraffes adaptation. Giraffes have adapted to this defense mechanism by browsing trees upwind and moving to new trees as they feed. Acacia tree was associated with Harappan culture, also known as Babul tree. Along with the people tree, was highly valued and likely considered sacred. Its influence can be traced in later Hindu traditions. In Hinduism, the babla tree, also known as acacia, is considered sacred and is associated with goddess Durga. Acacia trees with their deep roots symbolizes grounding. By meditating under an acacia tree or using its products, one can connect deeply with Mother Earth, bringing stability and balance in life. This grounded energy is essential for emotional and mental well-being. We are the senior citizens of Hosla meditating in the forest, in the environment of twittering bird and surrounding trees, where the first rays of the morning sunshine energizes us for the whole day. Ending here today. See you again in the next week. Stay blessed. Thank you. Namaskar.